All right, you guys want to talk about it? Because I know this is gonna be a big topic. Y'all f***ing with the way how to qualify for Capcom Cup this year or not? I think it's slowly it's slowly becoming old school. It's slowly becoming old school, which makes sense, but also some things I'm not understanding why they chose to do. Like, okay, points coming back 100%. World Warrior still happening 100%. Do I agree with them being the winners losers? Hell no. But you know, at least you're doing points. You're acknowledging how BS it was. Winner takes all. Super World Warriors still being a thing if you're gonna have points with it. I'm not sure why you would say, all right, we're cutting a ton of Super World Warriors. I mean, they cut out West Coast, Midwest, East Coast, because I believe they still have the China. I think they fused Asia East or Asia South or Southeast into one. Middle East got cut. I think Central America East got cut. France got cut. Bruh, Midwest you can cut, I can understand, but you cannot cut out West and East Coast of you. That is diabolical. Those players will travel. You know, there's not guaranteed item will travel. There's not guaranteed boost will travel. Safe probably will travel. Shine may, but it's like very limited because of which events they chose to do. I can see them in certain tournaments, but also it's like I can see a bunch of other players at this tournaments, bro. Because if you're talking about, oh, this is gonna be, I don't know. Combat gonna be part of the CBT is finally it's oh my god, thank God. But it is weird of how which events they chose as super regions. Japan makes sense. Asia makes sense. I'm like, okay, you know, Asia. UK Ireland didn't have as many like people, because if you're gonna make 20 out of 24 World Warriors, or 20 out of 24 World Warriors just regular regions, make sure just make them all except for like the biggest ones. Capcom Cup, honestly, being an auto qualifier makes sense. You know, you won the biggest one, you come back. SFL, I'm like, okay. I think winning EWC, because you know they're in collaboration now for 2 years, it makes sense. Will you see the same old people, or will you see new people coming in? Because there's going to be two routes this could go. Either everyone travels and the people who are in both EWC and in Capcom Cup will help other players to like get points. So like, because for example, if Gachikun travels and he gets like top 3, the points, he doesn't get points because he's already in EWC and he's already in Capcom Cup. Because if, you know, all of a sudden Punk's in, because his Punk's not in Capcom Cup, but he's in EWC, I believe, because he the SFL, then it's like, all right, he won the event, now he's in Capcom Cup. Now the points are going back, because now we got to change that. If no one who qualifies EWC and Capcom Cup doesn't travel, then it's going to be a bit harder. But if people like Punk, Kawano, and all them start traveling, it'll make it easier for us. How they do this stuff before? Back in 2019, it was pure points. So like, if you had enough for Capcom Cup, you could just keep going and racking up points. The only auto qualifying case spot was in during like the regional finals. But in order to do that, you need to travel to like each area. So for example, in North America, you have to travel to North America tournaments and rack up like those points. This one's going to be a bit tricky because people are going to be focused on EWC and Capcom Cup. So it's going to be interesting to see like how much people keep track of it. The top 8 from Capcom Cup qualified, which is okay. All the Street Fighter League members qualified, which I'm like, holy shit. So now you're kind of left with, because the first one's going to be Combo Breaker, and that's only 2 spots. And seeing as how I'm fairly sure that a lot of these players who already like, you know, are already qualified, like I'm pretty sure Noah's gonna go Combo Breaker. Noah's gonna Combo Breaker trying to qualify for Cup. That's a big thing. But it's like that, for example, like Noah lives in America. It makes sense for him to go Combo Breaker to qualify for Cup. But if he gets top 2, the EWC spot moves to the next spot. So he's trying to rack up points, but he's also trying to see if he can help people qualify, you know, stuff like that. You got to keep track of both. Because if Darkido shows up, you know, Angry Bird, now it's like, you guys got to think about all this because they got to qualify for Capcom Cup. Like, Lashar is not in Capcom Cup. This man's about to definitely travel 100%. Like, at that, but also, like, World Warrior as well. So keep in mind, offline events, World Warrior events, plus EWC events, it's definitely gonna be traveling. That's why I'm fully expecting like we're gonna play Street Fighter 6 a lot this year. Every premiere, or some premiere events, keyword some, it's not a lot of money. Like you see the CBT, you think that's done, but like look at this. If you get 4th at a stacked CBT premiere event, you can get 700 plus whatever the pot is. For example, I'm gonna say something random. Breaker. If you won, you got 10K. If you were in top 8, you got more than 500 bucks. This was like, it was prime reason why, like, it was points. There was money in there. You know, it was a tour. It made sense. But yeah, best believe I probably will be traveling a little bit too much. I'm definitely gonna stay home and stream a lot, as much as I can. Because when I tell you, yo, I'm probably gonna go to Breaker, CEO, probably all the 3 evils. I had to do all of it only because it's like, bro. But the way they got it going on, they really try to heavily incentivize traveling. But I'm definitely curious how this, because if you notice, like, the last chance qualifier has 10 spots. I'm very curious as to how they're gonna make that work. I also think, this is not even a hot take, but I think the tour being points, but only the top 6 getting points will be bad. A bit. And that's only because when you think about it, if you're not qualified, what's the point of traveling? If you know, you can only make, for example, you can only make Breaker, CEO, Blink, and Evo, right? That's 4 out of 8. That's half. And if you do hot at one of those, but do bad, man, at the other ones, what's the purpose of traveling on for the rest of them? When it still auto qualifies? I mean, yeah, you still auto qualify, but if I get, let's say, 5th at Breaker, right? And then I got 25th as CEO. I didn't even make it for points. And then Evo, I got maybe like, I got 17th. What will be my purpose for going to the rest of the premieres for points? Because if other people are already ahead of me by a lot of points, that means I had to gamble on, let's say I'm from America, traveling out to France. So some people may just see like, oh, I did good, but I can't afford the rest of this, so I can't go. So unless you have a sponsor, I don't know, you'll see a lot of people like, traveling as super hard. I mean, it's a con you gotta think about when it comes to points, because just like with everything they've done, there's a pros and cons. There's 100% pros and cons. The Japanese players travel more. I mean, it's just in general, people can travel more. Like you'll see, basically, you won't see where, you know, what was it 2024? Where was it? Evo started out right. Well, obviously, like, well, World Warriors started out first. You know, World Warriors happened and stuff like that. Evo happened. Punk won. Punk never traveled again. And it was kind of like, well, we're missing a lot of players who travel now because it's like winner takes all. Unless it's like first and second. There was no incentivization to travel the last year. This year, they're trying to make incentivization happening. Well, points benefit people who travel. That's for sure, 100% for sure. But I'm pretty sure there's also going to be a situation where someone's going to get, you know, some, not necessarily unknown person, but someone who like doesn't do as hot, does hot one premiere event, gets the points, and then people are like, yo, they should travel up more. And it's like, bro, they're not sponsored. This is expensive as hell. And then people who also auto qualify and stuff like that, you're still gonna see problems like they're not gonna show up. There's a number of problems in here that could arise because if you're not hot at all, then you're screwed. One thing we all can agree on, Capcom 100% fucked up on giving on regions for World Warriors. Because in my opinion, 100% East Coast should have been a super, at least. North America should at least got one. Oh yeah, no word on prize pools too. I forgot about that. You're right. They never say anything about prize pools, right? They just say this too. Which I'm surprised they didn't, like, you know, make a trailer about $2 million, like prize pool over $2 million, which is fucking crazy because it's like, bro, y'all don't know how to advertise your shit. Because I think we were all talking about how the prize split should be, in my opinion, the Millie thing should be gone. I don't think they should do the Millie thing. I think the Millie thing is done and over with. 2 years, you did the Millie thing, cool. They need to have it like 750K and then like maybe 300K or something like that. Make it meaningful, but not like, you know, fucking, like, don't DP, I'm dead. Like, I'm die for $1 million or something like that. B though, if they do $1 million, it should 100% be like 400 to 500K. Because a 500K difference is fucking big already. But if you're gonna make it like maybe a little bit more impactful, 400K is solid. But yeah, I get the feeling that this is gonna be better in general, but I don't know how better. We'll see. This store has a lot of promise to it.